Welcome, everyone, to Tempe, Arizona and Mountain America Stadium, home to the Arizona State Sun Devils, where Sparky and his gang have been sharpening those pitchforks in anticipation of this one. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the BYU Cougars, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Game going. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Sun Devils offense is on the field for the first time today. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
Give to Brown. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. And the Sun Devils will hustle to the line. He's looking for a man on second down. Fires to the big fella. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. He's going to pass. Forced out of the pocket. Finds a little space. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Scrambling away. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right in your face.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. And the Sun Devils decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. So the BYU Cougars offense will go to work for the first time today. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back. And this defensive end can put him there often.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. He's going to take off. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Ran through the contact. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Might as well give it to him again. And he makes the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, BYU.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Slips through the line. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but... equals a first down every couple carries, so don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Touch pass on the run. He is smashing people. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. The Cougars are on the move. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires downfield. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
I love the coverage in the back end by the secondary. That DB was glued to the wide receiver, staying right behind him. He was able to locate the ball to get his paw out there to knock it down.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougar!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. He'll throw it. Finds the tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. The Sun Devils want to crank the tempo. On second down, looking to throw. Gets rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. Finding an escape route. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
The play action fake. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Throw it toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. The give to the tailback. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Long way to go for this offense. First and 10 from their own 12. They're going to ride this running back. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
This running back just doesn't go down easily. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him. And just, you know what? Let his talent do the rest.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
It's a nice run there to get the first down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First and 10 coming up. Give to the running back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Unloads to the wideout. And the pass. jarred loose by the hit.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Third down play from the gun. Snagged in the middle. It's Phillips. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
At the 40, there he goes. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making throws.
Just steamrolling his way through. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. It'll be a draw. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now they're going to throw it. Gets it out quickly. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create... And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Quarterback adapting. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Tempe. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to Frank Kush Field inside Mountain America Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. And the Sun Devils will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. He's not even going to make it to the 20, much less the 25. He'll mark it out of bounds at the 18. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Getting some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fair catch called for and made. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Brown has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Sun Devils moving quickly to the line.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been systemic.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together.
Oh, look out! And he's brought down after a huge completion. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got a man. It's Black. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. From the gun. Give on the inside. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Buys a little extra time. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona State! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. BYU. Cougars ready to get into that playbook. After giving up that last touchdown, they've still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run here. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And 4th and inches for me is a green light anywhere on the field. I'm going to run the football. I'm going to be physical. I'm going to go to my play. I know I can get it. I like the play call on 4th and inches to go for it.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Trying play action. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. This time he's got it. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. This BYU offense set up with another first down. They'll try the run. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Catch in the middle. It's Phillips. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got an open man. Finally, 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Past the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown at a tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is even bigger.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Fires to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. And the Sun Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Throws to the wideout. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Power football with the run. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
This offense is in no hurry, right? Control the clock is priority number 1. I'm going to run the football. I got the lead. I already got great field position, but I'm not interested in scoring right away. I got to make sure I watch that play clock tick down, maximize those seconds, and keep being physical with the run.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there. As a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Using his feet to buy time. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. 1, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
Touchdown, BYU! And winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so.